Hi, it's Alexis from Artists in Business, back with another video helping you turn your online art business into a success. Today, I'm going to show you how you can simplify your entire online business and create laser-focused, consistent, and predictable sales by using the one secret weapon only you possess: your story. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds like an overly simplified way of making us think all you need is your own story to sell online. We know that can't be true. If it were, we'd be selling like crazy already. And to an extent, you would be right in thinking that. But let me clarify. Your story will actually do your selling for you if you know how to position it right. And there is a right and a wrong way to position your story as an artist in business online if you want to create consistent and predictable sales. So, if you're an artist who wants to be poised to generate consistent and predictable revenue online, then stay tuned because I'm going to break this down for you in 4 steps with examples. Why your signature story matters. Contrary to popular belief, your story matters to the growth of your business online. Every great business that has come about in the last 20 years has been forthcoming about the founder's journey in creating that business. Take a look at these 5 businesses: Microsoft, Apple, Burt's Bees, Spanx, and Warby Parker. I would be willing to bet that you know at least 2, if not all 5 of these businesses. I'm also willing to bet that 2 of the 5 that you also know something about the story of the founder of the company that motivated them to create it. Bill Gates created Microsoft. There's a reason that you're familiar with these stories versus the stories of company founders from more than 20 years ago, because of the drastic change in buying behavior and the relationship between a business and its customers and clients brought on by the internet. We no longer live in a world where a business can hide behind its branding and its products. People want to know who they're buying from, and more importantly, why the business was created in the first place. Why? Because it makes all the difference in the world in terms of buying decisions we make. And now more than ever before in the history of the world, there are more buying options to choose from. Hence, the decision-making process becomes overwhelming. Think about how many cosmetics companies there are in the world. There are so many brands of red lipstick you couldn't even count them all. Similarly, there are more artists selling their art online than ever before. You do, in fact, have competition around you. This kind of market is called a saturated market. Many companies selling the same type of product to different people. But I'm going to say something that might shock you. There is no better market to start a business in than an overly saturated one. What am I talking about? Well, I invite you to think about this. When you're first to market with a new product that no one knows anything about, you have to spend your time, energy, and marketing resources to research who exactly that product is right for, and then educate that niche group of people on why that product is going to be good for them until they become clear about why they would want it and why they need it. But in a saturated market, people already know what your product is all about, and they want it. In fact, there's a demand for it. So instead of working hard to educate people on how your product can serve them, you simply need to bring forward what sets it apart. And in this case, your art is set apart from every other business by your story. By doing so, you eliminate competition and you create a narrowly focused niche audience for your business that both wants and needs your art. Now, when you know you need to bring forward what sets you apart from every other artist online or in the world, there is only one asset you have that hands down accomplishes this: your signature story. The story that is so personal to you that no one else can call it their own. It's the story that helps you identify your true ideal buyers, contextualize for your ideal buyers immediately what they want and need, and helps you organize the language of your business around the theme that consistently sets you apart from anyone else. Sounds pretty straightforward, right? Well, you would think, but there's a reason that 90% of artistic businesses tend to fail every year in this overly saturated online market. And there's a reason the 10% that thrive do so no matter what is happening in the market around them. That 10% knows how to leverage their signature story in every part of their online business. And after guiding hundreds of artists to fine-tune their stories to give their online art business the integrity and leverage they deserve, I know firsthand there are 4 sections to the signature story that hands down make it stand out from the rest. Don't believe me? Stay tuned as I go through all 4 with examples and tell me at the end if you can see what I mean. Part 1, your signature story narrative. I invite you to consider this. You may think you're sharing your story with your audience, but 9 times out of 10, the artists I've worked with haven't gone deep enough to make their story unique. So here are 3 prompting questions to help you move in the direction of creating that personal narrative. What was the first moment you realized you wanted to create the art you create today? What has been the most profound or moving moment you've had so far with your art? And how are those 2 connected? To get a deeper look at how to shape your narrative with these questions and see before and after examples, along with the results the artist experienced when they shaped their stories in this way, click the link to the Signature Story Guide in the comments below. Once you discover your ideal buyers, this gives your audience context, which they need in order to make a decision to buy. Your buyers not only want your art, but they also have a need for it. See the link below for my tutorial on understanding the difference between a want and a need when it comes to your buyers. Part 2, your artistic vision. Once you have your narrative underway, the second piece to your signature story puzzle is stating your artistic vision. Your vision is the grandiose dream you have for your art, as if you had 0 limitations whatsoever on what you could accomplish. Every reputable, sustainable business has a vision statement, and the statement should feel bigger than life, to the point where it makes you feel uncomfortable. For example, Bill Gates' original vision for Microsoft was to put a computer in every home in the world. Now, at the time, that seemed completely outside the realm of possibility, but you can argue that he has come pretty close to accomplishing that today. Now, don't worry if you feel uncomfortable coming up with a vision that feels so far out of reach, because we're going to bring that down to earth in the next step. For now, just state whatever feels the most desirable to you. You don't have to know how you'll accomplish it. You just have to think about it, be honest, and don't censor yourself when you're creating it. Part 3, your art business mission. Now, your business mission is the practical way your business will help you carry out your vision. The mission includes your business's core values, your revenue plan, and the vehicles you'll use to sell your art. For now, just listing the vehicles you'll use to sell your art can get your mission grounded in the how, which is what you want to know first. So make a list of where you will sell your art, then follow the link below to our Signature Story resources page to see how we can offer deeper guidance for creating your mission. Part 4, your signature story statement. Your one-liner elevator pitch that you can use everywhere. You can fill this in now that you have your narrative, vision, and mission. I create blank for blank through blank. See below for how to implement your signature story in your business. What is your most burning question after watching this tutorial? Please share in the comments below so I can be sure to make more videos to answer your specific questions. And to keep up to date with the tutorials I post, make sure to hit the subscribe button. I can't wait to see you in the next video.